In this video, I'm going to show you 3 different dribbling variations for 3 different situations. One coming from out wide, one, being in tight spaces and working on directional touches, and one maybe a longer one for fitness or whatever else you might need when you're attacking. Having the legs late in the game to attack down that wing. These 3 different drills will make you a more effective attacker with the ball at your feet. Enjoy it. All right, the first drill in this dribbling series video here is all about getting the ball wide and attacking with pace. All these drills are so simple. It's a couple cones, a stick. You don't need a stick. It could be a shoe. It could be anything. It could be a ball. Just attack something. It's all about intensity and intent. If you go through these cones, through the motions, nonchalant, and you attack the stick with no energy, it's a waste of time. But if you hit this stuff hard and you use both feet and work on different touches and different skills, it's going to be very beneficial for you. So the first part of the drill is all about these 3 cones. It looks so simple. It really is that simple, but not many people can do it effectively with pace. Using, the inside of your foot to get through. Using the sole to roll the ball. A little outside, inside, whatever it may be. You got to be effective with all parts of the foot. And obviously your right foot as well as your left foot. But again, can you be into it? Can you go with pace? Can you bend your legs and shift left and right and be quick? Because again, in games, you're going to be in traffic. That's what this part simulates, tight spaces. Can you get through the tight spaces nice and quick, split some defenders, and now the most important part of this one though, once you break out of the tight space, can you accelerate and open it up and attack the defender? But again, you never get to go to goal and attack the defender if you can't get past this part first. So do you have quick feet? Can use different parts of the foot and attack with pace and be effective. But again, you can change this 100 different ways. There's no right way to do it. When I'm going through it, I'm not even really thinking. I'm just playing. Try to work on different variations on your own. That's why you train by yourself. Try things that you may not do, in a game because you feel pressured. People are yelling at you. This is your time by yourself to work on your tight little touches, to free yourself up to attack into the space. But again, the main thing though is to go with energy and intent. First drill had 2 parts, going through the cones, then engaging a defender and blowing by him. 2 different parts, a little bit longer, more touches. You really had time to think about it. This drill is all about having no time and just trying to blow by someone when you see an opening and blow by him in 1, maybe 2 or 3 touches max. Nothing fancy about it, no footwork, just seeing an opening and exposing it and going forward and making them pay for giving you space. One of the most important parts of being a good and effective attacking player is, just trusting your instincts. This drill is very instinctual. When these moments happen, everyone in the crowd is like, oh my God, he's done. And all of a sudden they're like, wow, how did he get out of that, right? You don't have time to think, you have no time. Can you just react and trust yourself and make the right choice just to explode out of a tight situation? So on this one, there's so many different touches you can take. We're using the rebounder here, basically just to kind of set up a ball coming in quickly from a teammate. When that ball comes in, all of a sudden you're getting pressed and you have no time. You're like, how do I get out of here? How do I escape? So on this one, different touches I was taking. One time, I lifted the ball over the hurdle. That simulates, when someone reaches a leg in, it's very effective to chip the ball over their foot or over their shin just to get out. It works all the time. Everyone knows that. So that's what the first one is with the hurdle, just lifting it over the hurdle to escape pressure. The other one, the opposite, the cheeky one. A lot of players can pull this off in the midfield in tight spaces. When it happens, it's pretty incredible because there's no time. You don't have time to think. So when you play that board, the one I'm talking about is the Meg, slipping someone. So on this one, when you turn and someone's right there and all of a sudden, boom, you put it underneath and you're gone. So again, the first one you went over, that second one, we went under, which simulates obviously in between the legs of a defender. Can you use the right foot? Can you use the left foot? Obviously, I'm only doing one side right now. When you're training, make sure you flip it around and do the other side as well. So we went over, we went under. Now, the only other place you can go is around. I think the most effective thing here is the directional touch, which we call it, that first touch to space, putting it exactly where you want it to get to the opening and get into the next tier of the defense. And more importantly, don't lose the ball. So the directional touch, I took a couple of them, actually a few of them. The first one I played, I got it back, I opened up the hip, boom. and got away. So if I have pressure coming this way at me and I see the space, can I open, boom, and get away and maybe go to goal? Maybe I just play a pass to keep possession, whatever it may be, it's still effective. In addition to the open, the hip one, you can go across the body. So when that ball comes in, I can add a little bit of deception now. I can open up my hip and then close my hip and go across the body. Hopefully that shifts the defense, that shifts the defender, and I get out the other way to the space I just opened. I opened that space by showing my hip, and then I brought it back and I got away. And building off that one to kind of wrap it up here, if you don't have time to open up your hip and be cute, you might just get the ball back and go left foot and go boom, right into the space. Either way, I'm going the same spot. It really just depends on the situation. And again, in a game, you have no idea which situation is gonna arise. It's up to you. Again, you don't have time to think. It's just to trust your talent, trust your technique, and trust your instincts to make the right choice and get out of here. That's why when someone pulls this off in a game, it's incredible because they really have no time. This drill, again, it's not as good as the real thing, but it will help you be ready when that real thing comes along. So again, try this drill, see if it helps you out. For the third dribbling drill, we add a little bit of volume. We even work a little bit of fitness here because you're gonna be dribbling for a little bit longer period of time. Before I get into this, just backtrack really quick to the other two drills, how short and how quick they were. When you're an attacking player, you want to activate those fast twitch muscle fibers. You want to be explosive. You're not attacking for 20 seconds at a clip unless you're Maradona running the whole field. Besides that, you're beating one man and shooting, beating one man and crossing. It's all you need. So I like to keep my drills short and sharp for optimal carryover. But every now and then, you need some volume, you need some fitness, you just need more touches. So maybe it's not exactly like a game, but you do need it because it will get your technique better as well. I like doing a drill like this last because, like I said, it's gonna tire you out a little bit. If you do this first and then go try to do the explosive stuff, your legs, your pop, it's gonna be gone. So save something like this for last. This drill's a little bit longer, and I'll get into the different techniques we can use with this one in a second. In this drill, all you need is 4 markers. You'll start a little bit behind the first marker, and part 1 is all about how quick can you just get around that cone. We talked about it earlier, intensity, intent. It's so simple, but you gotta do it with purpose. You can go outside the foot around the cone, you can go inside the foot around the cone. Make sure you work your left, make sure you work your right. Once you get past that first cone, you move on to section 2. This part is all about just timing your move. We also talked about this, the direction and the weight of your touches, the timing. Can you pull the move at the right time and just split the gap? Again, it could be a scissor, it could be a step over, it could be a roll, it could be a body fake, a little shimmy. There's no wrong answer, just do it with speed. Once you break through the gap, the last part, again, so simple, but do it with purpose. How quick can you just get around the corner and head back towards that gate? You can go around the cone. You can slip the cone. You can go behind the leg. Again, there's way more options than that. That's just 3 that I was playing around with. Once you head back, again, I wanted to work on something different because we already did the 1v1 going forward. So on the way back, I just worked a little bit of misdirection with the Ronaldo chop to split and get to the gap. Once you're through, the most important part though is accelerate, separate, get away, get into the space and get back to where you started. Your approach to this drill is going to be dependent on your goal. If you're someone who wants to, work those fast twitch muscle fibers that I talked about and you want to work on being explosive, do your 1 rep, take a long break, relax, make sure you fully recover and then hit it again. Vice versa, if you need fitness, maybe your rest time is short. Get here, wait a certain amount of time, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then hit it hard again if you're trying to get your heart rate up. Again, it depends who you are, it depends what you need. There's many different variations you can do with this setup.